Again, I'd like to welcome everyone, no matter where you're calling in from. My name is Mark, and I'm going to be your host. Very excited about the information we're going to share with you over the next few minutes. We're going to share with you the latest technology that enable us to partner together all around the world to leverage, ladies and gentlemen, smart contracts and decentralized crowdfunding. Everything you're about to see is absolutely cutting edge. It's completely over the top. It's happening right now, and it's 100% real. Over the next few minutes, we're going to break it down for you, give you a thorough overview, and then we're going to log into the live back office. This is what's known as open source. Anyone can log into the back office and see exactly what's going on. This is one of the reasons you know that everything you're about to see is absolutely real. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. So I like to start with the question. Suppose you could make 3 to 4 figures a week paid instantly anywhere there is Wi-Fi access simply by learning a few new skills and then sharing your success with others. Is that something you'd be interested in learning about? Well, absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly what we're going to show you over the next few minutes. And this is money you can use for any personal, business, or charitable goal that you may have. So what are these skills, you might ask? Well, you're going to learn about smart contracts, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to break it down for you here in a few moments, but you need a couple of things. You need a smartphone and you need a computer or a laptop, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to learn about a cryptocurrency called Ethereum, which is the #2 digital currency in the world, right behind Bitcoin. You're going to learn how to buy it. You're going to learn how to convert it into any currency anywhere around the world. You're going to learn about Trust Wallet and MetaMask. These are encrypted wallets that you can put on your phone or your computers. Ladies and gentlemen, that gives you complete control over your money. No one can take your money. In addition to that, you're going to learn about various cards that you can put this Ethereum on these cards, go to the ATM machine and get cash, or also convert it into any currency around the world and deposit it into your bank account. So this technology you're going to learn about today, ladies and gentlemen, has paid out over $9.3 million in the last 11 weeks to those who learn how to use them. So we're glad you're here. Let's get into it a little bit more. So this is all made possible because of some innovations called Forsage. Forsage means fast and furious. It's the world's first 100% decentralized smart contract that gives you and I the ability to generate income without depending on a check, without depending on a check from a job, a retirement check, a disability check, an unemployment check, or even a stimulus check, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to show you how to access this cash flow. So let's break down the main benefits of Forsage smart contract. First of all, you're going to see how you and I can access recurring income from anywhere there is Wi-Fi access without depending on a job. You're going to understand that smart contracts are decentralized, meaning there are no bosses, no board of directors that can change things in the middle of the stream. You'll also see that when you're dealing with a smart contract such as Forsage, you never have to worry about anyone running away with your money because your money is not held in a website, it's held in your own private wallet. And we get paid instantly to our wallets, ladies and gentlemen, that are either on our smartphones or on our computers and our laptops. Now, smart contracts are all controlled automatically by a pre-written program, ladies and gentlemen, and this program performs the same way for everyone without a middleman. And there are no admin fees, no monthly fees, no auto ships, and no renewals ever. It's one time out of pocket. You literally never have to go back in your pocket again. And there is a low entry cost for a lot of our friends in other parts of the world. They can get started here with as little as $10 or $11 one time out of pocket. That means this program is completely low risk. And there's no need to be a team builder to make money here. You're going to see how this is a win-win strategy for everyone. However, if you share with others, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to make a lot more and you're going to do it a lot quicker. So let's go ahead and take a look at digital money. It's also known as cryptocurrency. It's absolutely part of the future. Of course, Bitcoin came on the scene in about 2009. It's made a lot of people very wealthy, and it's one of the fastest ways to transact and to do business on the internet because it is digital and it has low transaction fees compared to dealing with Visa, MasterCard, and the payment processors that want to take a big chunk of our hard-earned money. And then, of course, Ethereum is #2. It is written on the smart contract that we're going to talk about today, and it transfers very fast. So the thing you need to understand, this is a very short learning curve, ladies and gentlemen. For you to learn how to buy it, how to sell it, how to convert it into any currency, you can literally do that in a matter of minutes just watching a couple of short videos. So we'd like to introduce you to next generation business program for success because of the smart contract. So what is the smart contract? Well, first I'd like to just give you a brief little example, first of all, of how fast this works. Everything I'm about to show you on this slide actually takes place in about 2 to 4 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. It is virtually instant. So let's say John decides to join Forsage. And when he does, he's going to purchase certain levels within our platform, which you'll see in a moment. And that money is instantly sent to Victor. Then Tom is going to be using the blockchain as a platform, which executes the entire transaction. The transaction is recorded permanently in the blockchain and is transparent to everyone. And every party in the network is notified of the transaction. We're talking about millions of computers scattered around the world. And these transactions get approved. Once this transaction gets approved, everything is fine. Money is initiated in the wallet. The online transfer of money happens and Victor gets his money. All of this, ladies and gentlemen, inside 3 to 4 minutes. The entire task is completed using a smart contract without a middleman. So let's break it down in a bit more detail. So what is a smart contract? Well, it's a computer program, a bit like an app on your phone. Only thing is powered by millions of computers around the world. It's virtually impossible to shut it down. But instead of using it like a normal app, it exists on the Ethereum blockchain, which is an online, permanent, transparent ledger. This is one of the reasons, everything here is real, because it is transparent and it is verifiable. Now, when you're dealing with a smart contract, you're dealing with a bunch of code that is pre-written to perform certain functions and certain rules the same for everyone over and over again. And once this smart contract is uploaded to the blockchain, ladies and gentlemen, it cannot be changed. These rules cannot be changed by anyone, not even the developers. The developers can't run away with the money because they're not holding the money inside of a website, and the developers also can't shut it down. What does that mean? This is safe, it is permanent, and it is fixed, and it will last as long as the internet and the blockchain exists. And with smart contracts, our money is instantly sent direct member to member in real time. There is no waiting. Now, there are no approvals required, no requests are needed. The entire process is automatic. So when this happens, money is instantly put into your wallet. The only thing you're going to do manually is upgrade. That's because the system have the ability to put money in your wallet, but it does not have the ability to take money out. So let's take a look at exactly how it works in a bit more details. The first thing you want to understand is that there are 2 parts to the program. There is Forsage X3, which is all about the people you personally refer. And then we have Forsage X4. This is what we call the team build. So you have 2 levels, 2 people on your first, 4 people on your second. And the people that arrive here, they come from the entire community, people who started before you, people who came in after you. And of course, you can participate by referring people as well. So Forsage is a closed system without deadlines, with a limited number of places and an unlimited number of re-entries. All members have referral links, and new referrals join both programs at the same time. The minimum cost to join is 0.05 Ethereum, which is about $10 or $11 one time out of pocket. So let's take a look at X3 as far as how it works using just a bit of automation. So remember, when a person joins, they join both parts of the program at the same time, X3 and X4. So in X3, 0.025 is immediately sent to the inviter, and that's paid out instantly. So when you invite your second person, you get another 0.025. So if you came in at the lowest level of 0.05, guess what? You got all your money back just that fast, and you are whole. The third person that you invite, well, before we do that, one of the things you're going to want to do is take those 2 payments that you've received, and you're going to want to upgrade to the next level. On the next level, you can earn double the amount that you're earning on this level. But I want you to see here, you're upgrading out of your earnings. You didn't have to go back into your pocket. And when the third person arrives, you're going to be given credit for that money, but that money is actually going to go to your sponsor, and that's going to be the re-entry. It's going to allow you to repeat level 1 over and over again as you and others invite more people into the platform. So of course you have upgraded to level 2, and every person that you referred in level 1, when they upgrade, guess what? They pay you again. It's the same person paying you again, this time double. So 0.05 from the first person, 0.05 from the second. That's paid instantly. You're going to want to take that money, use that to upgrade to level 3 so you can earn even more money. When the third person arrives, you're going to get credit for that, but that's going to be for your re-entry. That money's going to go to your sponsor. It's going to give you the ability to repeat level 2 over and over again. Now, when you see this caution sign, that's the system letting you know that if you don't upgrade, that money can pass over you. So upgrading is voluntary. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but you absolutely want to, because it's going to enable you to earn more and more money as the community grows and as you upgrade. So what you're doing here, ladies and gentlemen, you're literally purchasing a license to use the smart contract at various levels. So as you can see here, there are 12 levels in both programs, X3 and X4, for a total of 24 levels. You upgrade to them out of your earnings, and you can see that each level is double the amount of the previous level. So when you receive 2 payments on the previous level, you have enough money to upgrade to the next level, right? But yet that previous level will continue to pay out to you as you invite more people and as other people do the same within the community. So now let's take a look at this. How does X4 work? That's the team build. So that's where you get help from people who started before you, people who coming after you, and of course you can always help yourself. So the way this works, you have 2 levels, 2 people on your first level. The first 2 people that arrive here, they're going to come from all over the community. That money actually is going to go to your sponsor. But when people arrive on your second level, number 3 and number 4, that money goes to you. You're going to want to use that to upgrade to level 2. When the third person arrives, you can spend that money. When the 6th person arrives, that money is going to be used for the re-entry. It's going to go to your sponsor or someone else in the community. It's going to give you the ability to repeat level 4 over and over again. So now you've upgraded to level 2. And when the community members begin to arrive there, ladies and gentlemen, the first 2 people, that money is actually going to go to your sponsor or someone else in the community. The next 2, number 3 and 4, that money goes to you. You're going to want to use that to upgrade to level 3. You remember, you only have to upgrade to each level 1 time, but you can continue to get paid on each level over and over again. And when the next person arrives, you can spend that. And when the last person, number 6, arrives, that's the re-entry. That money is going to go to someone else in the community or your sponsor. That's going to give you the ability to repeat level 2 over and over again, even though you've moved on to level 3. Now, when we log into the back office in real time, all of this is really going to come together when you get to see it in real time. Again, when you see that caution sign, what does that mean? That means it's time for you to upgrade, ladies and gentlemen. It's the system just kind of giving you a little warning, letting you know that if you don't upgrade, someone does, that money will pass over you. Nobody wants to lose any money. All right, so what are your options to get started? Well, you can start with the minimum of 0.051. You want to add that 1 because there's a 4-cent transaction fee in the blockchain, very nominal. And so you can expect to need somewhere between $10 to $12 one time out of pocket in order to get started at level 1 in both parts of the program. However, the most popular option is to upgrade immediately in both X3 and X4 from the start with a total entry amount of about 0.76 Ethereum, which is about $170 based on the current price of Ethereum right now. And this is a proven working option for most people, which will create better income. I want you to see here. If your folks are joining at $170, that's many times more than people joining at just $10. So immediately you earn a whole lot more because people are joining at higher levels. And so this is what you want to do. Most people are going to do what you did. Now, we do have high achievers, ladies and gentlemen. People have identified that this platform is completely off the hook, and they are joining at higher levels right out of the gate. And you can do the same. You can upgrade immediately to level 6, which is about 3.15 Ethereum. That's about $690, give or take a few dollars. Or you can upgrade immediately to level 7, which is 5.9 Ethereum, which is a little over $1,280. And of course, that will have you upgraded to both parts of the program, both X3 and X4. And then when you invite your referrals, in most cases, they're going to do the same thing because everybody wants to make as much as they can, as fast as they can. And this can potentially cause your income to explode many times faster. Now, the great thing is that there are no timelines, no deadlines, and levels repeat automatically from earnings as you bring in new partners into X3 and you and others bring in new partners into X4. As you can see, all the details are thought out so that the movement is dynamic, revenues are instant, and the principle of decentralization is fully preserved, which is important for long-term development. We believe that concentrating your attention on this business can truly make high incomes a reality for you and I and others. So, You know, we've been involved here for 11 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, and we have studied the system thoroughly, and we have identified probably the most effective way of building this community and building your income. We call it Fam Freedom. It's all about helping families become financially strong, because when it's all said and done, you know what? Together, everything is possible. There's nothing that we cannot accomplish when we come together in support of one another. So in light of that, we created a very simple strategy called Freedom 12. Let's talk about how that works. So first of all, you want to join Forsage Smart Contract. Everybody wants to bring 3 partners. Studies have shown that it's very easy, that the average person can bring in 3 people, ladies and gentlemen, not a hard task. Now, your partners, they want to do the same thing. Everybody bringing in 3. So who are these partners? Well, they can be a significant other, a single mom, a single dad, a father, a mother. Could be a business partner you work with, or maybe even a family member who has some goals, or anyone with a goal. A college student wants to pay off those student loans, someone who wants a new set of car keys, a new set of house keys, or maybe they just want to pay their mortgage off, pay their debts down, ladies and gentlemen, or start a business or fund a nonprofit. It could be a group leader who wants to empower their group economically, because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, every house has a foundation that supports the house, and your 3 partners represent your foundation. So traditionally, when you build a community, you would do it the old way that you see on the left there. That's called a matrix. It would start with you personally referring 3 people, then working with those 3 to each refer 3. That means you'd have 9 people on your second level, and then work with those 9 to each refer 3, meaning you would have 27 people on your third level. And then you would repeat this. In this case, you'd want to go down 12 levels. But here's the thing, that is totally unrealistic. It literally takes thousands of people. It's a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of time needed. You do not need to do it that way here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the latest technology that's literally assisting you to be more efficient. So this is what we discovered. In Freedom 12, you simply go out and you bring in 3 people. If you can bring in 3 leaders, all the better. But then what you're going to do is you're going to focus on the person that is most likely to bring in 3 the fastest. All right, you're going to focus on that person, work with that person, make sure that person knows everything they need to know, do some 3-way calls, make sure that person is all plugged in, and to help that person to bring in 3. Then you're going to pick the best person of that 3 who can bring in 3 as soon as possible. You're going to work with them. And we're going to repeat this process 12 times, ladies and gentlemen. So we're talking about 12 leaders who each brought in 3. We're just talking about 36 people. Now, by you building it this way, that's literally going to provide you with the income to upgrade to level 12. And everyone that's connected with this, that's doing this, it will also provide them with the income to upgrade to level 12 as soon as possible. Now, you don't have to do it with just one leg, because if you have multiple leaders, you can be doing this with 3 leaders at the same time, but it's the very same strategy, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go ahead and break this down so even a 2-year-old can understand it. So you join the platform and you bring in 3 people. If you can bring in 3 leaders who are ready to hit the ground running, that's all the better. But in any case, if you were, let's just say you were a slow builder, the most effective way for you to build this is what I'm about to show you right now. You pick the person of the 3 that's most motivated and most capable to bring in 3. You're going to work with them, make sure they know everything they need to know, provide them with the support they need. So now they have brought in 3. Now we're going to focus now on those 3. And we're going to work with the person that's most able and equipped to bring in 3 as soon as possible. And we're literally going to repeat this process going down 12 levels, 12 leaders who bring in 3. That will literally push you all the way up to level 12, because you're upgrading out of your earnings. And with the way that this system works, this is the most effective strategy to do so. So now in this case, you've brought in 3 people. So what can you do? You can also work with the other one and work with that one to do the same. You can also work with the third person, and you could be working with all 3 people at the same time doing this very same strategy. So it's very powerful, and it is very effective. Okay, so what I want to do now is log into the back office so you can see everything in real time. So this is what's known as open source. Anyone can log in the back office, they can look, but they cannot touch. This is one of the reasons we know that everything here is real, because it's all verifiable and it is all transparent. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. and I'm going to log into the back office. So bear with me one moment. All right, so first of all, to get to the back office, you simply go to lk.forsage.io, lk.forsage.io. Then you notice down here, it says dashboard view. This is where a person can come in and view only. They can see what's going on, but they can't do anything. In order for a person to actually do anything, they would actually need to have a wallet that's connected to the system. They would open their wallet up, and then they would click here to upgrade or to register. That's the proper way when you have an active account. But right now, we're just going to go into the dashboard view. I'm going to type in the ID number of a person I referred to the platform that is doing extremely well. So first thing I want you to see, there are 62,000 participants in this platform. This smart contract started on February the 6th of 2020. So on May the 6th, that would be 90 days. We haven't even reached 90 days yet, ladies and gentlemen. And you can see over the last 24 hours, over 3,375 people have joined, and over 43,940 Ethereum has been paid out. That's $9.4 million. Over $1 million has been paid out over the last 24 hours. This is one of the reasons you know there's something extra special going on with this smart contract. So you can see this individual has personally referred 33 people, has generated over $48,000 in just a little over 11 weeks. So you can do the math on that. That's over $4,400 a week. All right. I know that this person came in, started probably at level 6, which means that they spent, at that time, the price of Ethereum was a little bit lower, but right now to come in all the way at level 6 is about $680 or $690 one time out of pocket. We found that to be the best way to get started over here. So if you're able to do that, that's exactly what you want to do. Otherwise, you just come in at the level that works best for you at this time. Okay. So now what I want to show you here is that this person has personally brought in 3 people. And remember, when someone joins, they go into X3 right here, and they also go into X4 right here. That's why you see 33 people here and 33 people up in X3, right? Because when you join both parts of the program at the same time. So once you have joined, then you're going to upgrade out of whatever amount of money you started with. So this person brought in 33 people. And remember, on X3, these are the people that you personally refer. The first 2 people that arrive, 0.025 is sent instantly to your wallet. The third person, you get the credit for it, but that money actually goes to your sponsor, and it enables you to repeat this level over and over again. So this person has repeated level 1 40 times. And each time they did it, they got 2 payments, right? So 2 times 40 is 80. This person got 80 payments from level 1, but they only had to pay for it 1 time. So this is why you want to upgrade. So you can open up these recurring income streams that will pay you over and over again as long as the internet exists and the community grows. And of course, we know that each level doubles. So if the first level is 5, this is 10, that's 20, that's 40, that's 80, that's 160, all the way up to $10,000. Okay, so if I click on this right on the box here, you will notice that I can see exactly how much money was earned on this level, $428 to Ethereum. And I can also see every payment and who the payments came from. I can see the ID numbers of the person. And I want you to see here, some of the numbers are high, some of the numbers are low. You see that? All right. And this person received $5. So 2 payments and then a re-entry, 2 payments and then a re-entry. And it just keeps repeating itself over and over again. All right. So let's go a little further. So as I mentioned, when these 33 people, when they upgrade to level 2 and 25 of them did upgrade, guess what? This person gets paid all over again. Every person that you personally refer, every time they complete a level, and every time they upgrade, ladies and gentlemen, you get paid again. Okay? So 25 people came through here. This person repeated this group of 3 payments 24 times, and 2 of the payments went to this person each time. So 2 times 24, 48 payments. How many times did this person need to upgrade? Only 1 time. All right? So each level doubles. If we come over here to level 6, we can see that this person is earning about $171 on level 6 over and over again. How many times did they have to pay for it? Only 1 time, ladies and gentlemen. So that's a total of $1,700 Ethereum just from level 6 alone. Let's just go a little further. And so you can see here, for example, on level 9 right here, that this person has earned over $2,700, and these are $1,367 payments over and over again. Wouldn't it be great to get a couple of those coming in throughout the week? Absolutely. But the great thing is that all of these levels, they all operate and potentially can pay out to you at the same time. So we're talking about potentially 24 simultaneous income streams paying you out over and over again as the community grows. So now let's take a look at X4. You remember X4 is the team build. If you scroll to the bottom here, you can see the menu. Where do these people come from? They come from the greater community. It could be someone that you personally referred. It could be someone referred by someone who started before you, someone referred by someone who came in after you, or someone who has upgraded ahead of their sponsor. Okay, so the sponsor got that caution sign, didn't upgrade, but the person they referred did. That money passes over them and could potentially come to you. And so you can see here on X4, 2 people on your first level, 4 people on your second level. The people that fall on your first level, that money is going to go to someone else in the community or your sponsor. The next 3, number 3, 4, and 5, this money comes to you. You can upgrade out of this money. All right, and the last payment right here, you get the credit for it, but that money is going to go to someone else in the community or your sponsor, and it's going to give you the ability to repeat level 1 over and over again. So this person repeated level 1 24 times and received 3 payments out of that. All right, which I believe is 72 payments from just level 1, but they only had to pay for level 1 one time. All right, 27 people joined this person over here. Where did they came from? They came from the entire community. And you can see what's happening here. So very, very powerful. For a person who joins our platform, who may have a little challenge when it comes to referring others, one of the strategies is that that person can upgrade down here in level 4 as far as they can afford, and literally wait for the community to do the work for you. So when you do that, guess what? You have no control on when it's going to happen. We don't know how much you're going to make. So there's no promises here, but this is how the community supports one another down here in X4. So I just gave you a strategy. Hopefully you caught that, because that strategy absolutely works. Okay, so now let's just go down here, for example, on level 10 here. And you can see on this level, this person has earned $5,400, ladies and gentlemen, 2 payments of $2,734. And so this person completed that upgrade, don't have to do it again, but can continue to earn money as the community grows. So I wanted you to see that this individual in less than 11 weeks has upgraded to all 24 levels. And so now, what does that mean? That means 100% cash flow, ladies and gentlemen. This person has no more upgrades. All the money coming in is theirs to use for their personal, business, or charitable projects. They can spend it any way that they choose. Okay, the other thing you notice here, if you click on partners here, you can see the people that this person has referred. And this is very interesting and insightful, because you can see how many people these individuals have referred, and you can also see how much money these individuals have made. So you can see this person right here has earned over $17,000 and has personally referred 8 people. I want you to see, you don't necessarily have to refer a lot of people to make really good money in this platform. But what you need to understand is that this is a level playing field. Everyone has the same opportunity to do well. Even though you might come in after me or someone else, you can still make more money than that person who came in before you. And so you see the different amounts that people have earned. What does that have to do with? It has to do with the individual, their work ethic, their focus, their consistency. Are you with me? Because they can absolutely do extremely well here, but it's up to the individual. All right. And so we can come on down here and look at a few other people here, and you can see what they've made. Here's someone who's made over 26,000, another person who made 10,000. Then you have a person who made 176. What's the difference between 176 and the 27,000? The difference is the individual, because the platform is exactly the same, ladies and gentlemen. If you follow some of these strategies we share with you today, many of you are going to do much better than we did, because it took us over 7-8 weeks to figure it out, but you can hit the ground using the best strategies coming right out the gate. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is go back to our PowerPoint and share with you some resources. So right now, the current price of Ethereum, ladies and gentlemen, let's just check it really quick, because it does change based on the market. but the current price of Ethereum right now is 213. So that is still low compared to what it was when we got started. It was like 260. So now is a good time to join the program. It's also a good time to upgrade while the price is still relatively low compared to what it's going to be. Okay. In addition to that, we have a Facebook group. It's called Forsage Success Team. You have to answer a couple of questions to get there. But when you get there, we have some files. You can click on the files. There'll be a ton of information there, including videos that show you how to get started, how to join by phone, and how to join by computer. So if you are going to be a leader, you need to know how to do that so that you can walk other people through that who may not know how to do that, or who may have, technical challenges or whatever the situation may be. That's one of the first things you're going to want to know how to do. How do you sign someone up in this platform? You can go to the files. There's 4 videos there that explain it. You can watch all 4 if you need to, and then you can actually be watching the video while you're signing someone up. And then, of course, if you need help, you can always get back with your sponsor. All right, so one of the things we also provide in the group from time to time is ad copy. What do you say? What can you text? What can you post on social media? You can literally copy and paste it and then respond back to all the inquiries. All right, so this is our weekly schedule. Every Monday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, every Wednesday at 3 p.m. That's our international call. So if you, live outside the United States, certainly want to take advantage of that call. And then, of course, we have our Saturday webinar that you are on right now. And at 1 p.m. on a different link, we have our Q&A training. So we're going to be doing funnel training today. And so if you're interested in getting a hold of a funnel, it's a third-party tool. You do have to pay for it. If you're interested in that, you want to join us at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so now, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That completes the overview for right now. Something really amazing is happening in our community. Our community is literally exploding with a lot of very talented leaders all around the world. And so if you haven't done so, you definitely want to begin to reach out to people, especially any leaders that you know in any programs whatsoever, and so that you can take advantage of being a first adopter, one of the first to actually get in this platform. It's still early on, and most people don't know anything about what we're doing here. What I want to do is just bring on just 1 or 2 members of our community just to share a few words. And I'm going to go all the way out there to North Carolina, Mr. Earl Dixon, and hopefully you're available and you can share a few things. And Mr. Dixon, are you there, sir? All right, let me just try one more time and see if I can get him through. All right, there he is. Let's try one more time. And Mr. Dixon, can you hear me? All right, so this is impromptu, ladies and gentlemen. This is not part of the schedule. And I just want to see, so he might not be available to talk right now, depending on where he is. And let's see if there's anyone else I can bring on here really, really quick. And I see my friend Iman out there. And Mr. Dixon, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm about to give, this is Earl Dixon Jr. I'm about to give Mr. Dixon the phone right now.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
I'm doing well, and how are you?
Oh, man, I'm really, really enjoying this presentation that you're giving right now. I'm really excited about what we're seeing here and how the digital divide is really dividing the masses, and how digital currency is going global and being adopted in many nations around the world. The one thing I find out is when there's war or global disasters, the stock market goes down. But Ethereum and Bitcoin and digital currency has a direct different effect. It goes up. Guys, we're on the precipice of a paradigm shift that's literally changing the world. And Forsage is blessing people all around the globe. Smart contracts is literally going to change the way that we make money. Mark, you're doing a wonderful job. I'm enjoying it. I'm growing my crowd, empowering people. And guys, we have opportunity to bring in nations, not just our local community, but nations. So Mark, keep doing what you're doing, and we'll see you on the other side of the money in the digital divide. Thank you, Mark.
All right, I appreciate it. And Earl, I heard your son. Now, how old is your son, and is he doing anything with this?
Yeah, he's 16 years old. He's 16 years old. He's giving a presentation on Forsage, smart contracts, and he's showing kids as young as 3 years old We got a little guy named Eric that's 3 years old. He's our poster child. Eric is showing up for the Forsage meetings at least once or twice a week. And the kids are really figuring out how to use digital currency. We even got books that we have adopted, and the kids are reading the books on Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the blockchain and smart contract, and it's literally changing their life. So this is an opportunity for everybody, not just us, because, you know, even kids can do it. But the parents, what we do, we make sure that each kid have a sponsor, a parent sponsor. That's our goal. So when Earl is out and he's bringing in people on Instagram, the first thing he asks them is their age. And if they're not 18, they must bring in a parent sponsor. And the goal is this: if the kid is going to the parent and asking them to come make money digitally, it gets the attention of the parent. So now the kids sign up under my son and the adults sign up under me. So it's a win-win for everybody, and vice versa. If we get a parent, the parent will join under me, and most definitely I'm gonna ask them if their children want to join, and then they join up under my son. Guys, I want to just tell you one more thing. They got something called Ethereum 2.0 that's being released right now. Ethereum 2.0 is going to give whales around the world an opportunity to stake their Ethereum. And you have to have at least 32 Ethereum. And Mark did that in just a couple of days. If you got 32 Ethereum, you're going to be able to stake it, which means that annually you're going to be able to get between 3 and 5% on every Ethereum coin. And when you stake your Ethereum, as far as the circulating supply, it's going to reduce the circulating supply, which is going to increase the value of every Ethereum coin. And that's going to catapult Ethereum from about $213 to between $10,000 and $20,000. This is the right time at the right place to get your Ethereum and be just like the whales in Bitcoin. Thank you, Mark.
All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and you taking the time to speak with all of us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to conclude the overview today. I have to prepare for our training, and as I mentioned earlier, the training, let's go ahead and see if I can find that page for you. Oops. All right. So the training starts at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let's see, I'm going to go ahead and go to that slide really quick. There you are right there. Okay, so here's the training. You can go to successteamtraining.com. It's better if you log in by a computer or a smartphone, so you can get on the internet to see what we're doing, the illustrations. And that'll be at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is in about 20 minutes, actually, yeah, about 20 minutes. All right, so thank you so much. That is a Q&A session. So if you have questions, don't wait to the end to ask your questions. Ask your questions early. That way you're more likely to get your questions answered. So those trainings normally last about an hour. We try not to go beyond 1 hour. So thank you again for joining us. Everyone have an awesome weekend. And I'd like to close with this: the best way to predict your future is to create it. So let's make it happen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make it happen today, and let's do it together. God bless.